Welcome to Joe Stunner Boxing. Going to keep this one nice and brief. It's some sad news, some tragic news. You may be aware last weekend, John Cooney suffered a brain bleed, quite a serious one, against Nathan Howells. This was in Belfast, a contest in Belfast for the Celtic super-featherweight title. Howells stopped Cooney in 9 rounds. Cooney passed into a coma afterwards, and unfortunately earlier today he died. The old saying, some give all, applies in boxing, of course, as well. Very, very tragic. I'm not sure how old he was. I did look it up on BoxRec previously, but he wasn't an old man, was he? And that was his first defeat of his career. He had 11 wins with 3 KOs. I think he went into the fight as a favourite. But you never know what's waiting for you around the corner, do you? And Nathan Howells, let's spare a thought for him, a 31-year-old fighter from Newport, Wales. God knows what's going to be going through his mind too, because obviously he didn't mean to kill the man. But his fists did do the damage. And it's strange, because Nathan Howells is now 11 wins, 1 defeat. His defeats on points. He's only got 2 KOs. So it just shows you, even though you don't have to be a real banger to inflict literally fatal injuries on an opponent. 2 KOs out of 11. That was only his 2nd KO, the one against Cooney. And Cooney himself, in 11 wins, only had 3 KOs. So sometimes these things happen, and sometimes it is an accumulation of punishment, not one big wallop. In fact, usually it's an accumulation of punishment. Usually there is no one point where you can say, okay, that's what did it. You just don't know. It's just that, as they say, the water on rock effect. But RIP to John Cooney, and deepest sympathies as well to the family. And I'm sparing a thought for Nathan Howells as well. In case you don't know, John was from Belfast. I think he was born in London, at least from what I've read. But he was a Belfast lad, southpaw, and he ends his career with 11. He ends his life, I should say, with 11 wins, 1 defeat. So that's that sad bit of news out of the way. Yep, these things will happen. It's an extremely dangerous sport, but I don't think we should ever overlook it when it does happen. Let's not bury our heads in the sand. If we love boxing, we got to be honest. We got to face up to what goes on here. And that is why it's always advisable, especially if, like me, you've never had a pro fight in your life, not to throw words like coward around or to sneer at someone because they quit. If they're really damaged and they get pulled out by their corner. Let's not cast aspersions on them. These are remarkably brave men that go into that ring. You've got to have special metal inside you. And John Cooney and Nathan Howells are 2 that obviously had it, have it. But sometimes you do pay the ultimate price. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a few words. Got any comments, leave them below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much, as always. Rest in peace, John Cooney.